My job is to get you from where you are now to where you want to be. The first thing that I'm going to do is go over the full foreclosure process from beginning to end. I will explain the worst case scenario for the lender, which also happens to be the worst case scenario for you. Then I'll go into detail as far as how we can help. The foreclosure process can be completed in a minimum of 180 days. The first 90 days of missed payments you'll be considered delinquent, and during this time the lender's collection department will begin contacting you via phone or letters, trying to figure out what's going on and find out where their money is. They may also offer you some workout solutions. I'm going to go over a few of those solutions now. One is called a forbearance plan. A forbearance is a formal written agreement between you and your mortgage servicer to reduce or suspend monthly payments for a specific period of time. This means that for a specific period of time, you would either pay only a portion of your regular mortgage payment or not make any payments at all. At the end of the agreed upon period, you would be required to resume regular monthly payments as well as an additional funds to make up for the past due amount. During the time that your payments are either suspended or reduced, you would have the opportunity to resolve the financial hardship you are facing. Statistics show that approximately 85% of homeowners in a forbearance plan are unable to make their second payment. Another program they may offer you is a loan modification. A loan modification is where you can negotiate with your lenders to change or adjust some part of your mortgage. The majority of the time, a principal reduction is not even considered, and if for some chance it is, it will not be reduced to your current market value. Most homeowners realize that this is not a realistic option. They are still over-leveraged in their home and still can't afford it. Plus, the foreclosure process doesn't stop while you're trying to work out the modification. Another option is a deed in lieu of foreclosure. And a deed in lieu of foreclosure takes place when you voluntarily give the deed of the property to the servicer. In other words, it's a voluntary foreclosure. It benefits the lender in that it saves the lender the expense of the foreclosure process, but the seller still loses their house and their credit. May also be referred to as a cash for keys. Definitely come after you for a deficiency. The fourth option that we're aware of is a short sale. Now, not only is this the best solution for the bank, it's probably the best solution for you as well. Also an area that we specialize in, but I'll get into more of that in a little while. Once the 90 days has passed and you are now delinquent, the bank will begin the foreclosure process. The collection department will transfer your file to the loss mitigation department, in which case the bank will then hire an attorney in order to proceed with foreclosure. Now we'll review the foreclosure timeline as it is in Florida. Your lender will start by serving you a notice of default, also referred to as a lis pendens. This is them notifying you that they are going to begin the foreclosure process. Once you receive this notice of default, you have 20 days to make a response. Any kind of response letting the bank and the courts know what you plan to do. If you write a response, you may be able to get an extension on the foreclosure proceedings, but it's not necessarily a guarantee. After the 20 days, the bank can file a motion for summary judgment. This is so they can finalize any and all costs related to the foreclosure of the property, at which point they will schedule a notice of hearing to set a sale date for the foreclosure. Typically that's 30 days later, at which time your home will be auctioned off to the highest bidder, where the bank puts in the initial bid. If no one else puts a bid on the property, the bank will then acquire the home, in which case it becomes what's considered an REO, meaning real estate owned by the bank. This becomes a liability now for the bank, and their goal is to sell the home as quick as possible. The difference between what you owe the bank and what they eventually sell it for is considered a deficiency.